With the Sports Flash on 1420 WEMB Sports Radio.
You like that music? Yeah, let's listen a little more. I'm Marky Billson, it is. Tri-Cities Sports Now. 1420 WEMB Sports Radio. Also listen to us when you can't get, say we're out of range or whatever, www.jetbroadcasting.live. A lot of times during thunderstorms, thunder and lightning, the station management likes to shut down the AM for while there's lightning, and they're very afraid of the lightning striking the tower and destroying it. So what happens then? Just listen to jetbroadcasting.live. Take care of things. This show you can always watch on Facebook, archived, or live, and see what I'm wearing. I've got to get, haberdasher or something like that to, I got to get one of those around me to sort of, to help enhance the old wardrobe out there, don't you think? No, don't you? I mean, I would wear it so well, too. It's like, why can't we be in Beverly Hills where we have the better designers and all this? Brandon Woodruff, who's second in the National League in victories this year with 11, is going to be out for 6 weeks with a left oblique strain, and suddenly the Chicago Cubs started jumping up and down at the news because they're 2 games ahead in the National League Central of the Brewers, and losing their top pitcher, Milwaukee, that doesn't help them out. Now, it is a 3.75 ERA that he's got. The Brewers have brought up Birch Smith. He's just a relief pitcher, though, from San Antonio. I've called games at that ballpark, Nelson Wolff Stadium. Milwaukee was 16-4 in the games that Woodruff started, so this is a tough loss here. Also, Woodruff was a very good hitting pitcher. Shades of, Warren Spahn. Speaking of Milwaukee, 267 this year was his average, which also would be the average of Brooks Robinson lifetime. And he's in the Hall of Fame at third base, so there you go. Wanted to, though, say, so that's a tough break. The question, though, is if that also means that the St. Louis Cardinals now think that they're more viably in the race. They're 2.5 out and only a half game back of the Brewers. You'd think so. Question, though, then comes, what about the 4th and the 5th place team? The Pirates are 2-8 after the All-Star break. So they've fallen 7.5 off the pace, and although, yes, you could say, well, only, 5.5 back of the Brewers, you're talking about one game where it seemed like it was an automatic victory that now becomes, let's say, a 50-50 proposition, maybe a little bit less than that. Is that enough that you can, make that late deal? Do you want to try to take on the Brewers? I thought the Reds, with their pitching, would contend in the second half. They're 9 out. That was not a good pick for me. However, the Reds have acquired a local product. Justin Grimm from the Dodgers, left-handed relief pitcher, comes, and it was made official. Cash considerations last week. He attended spring training with the Indians, didn't make it. Has not fared well in AAA this year. What with Oklahoma City, give you an example, the whip is 1.55. So a runner and a half an inning. ERA is almost at 6. That's not that big of a sin for a relief pitcher, but it's not all that good. So anyway, no longer on Oklahoma City, but he was acquired by Cincinnati, who must like something they see with him, and he was sent to Louisville, the Bats. So that's where he's pitching right now. So anyway, that sort of note going on in local baseball, and the Brewers are going to have some trouble as well. I'll give you some Appalachian League information and some Tennessee Titan information later on in the show. But first, it's Asian House Balls Talk with Caleb Calhoun of All for Tennessee. That's coming up next.
You already know that.